Thank you very much. Welcome to EZ-Plant software demonstration. My name is Dave Petrosky. I'm a landscape architect located in central Pennsylvania. And I've been working on using EZ-Plant since about 1994. I've used it for my own projects, and I've done literally hundreds of projects across the United States and even out of the United States. And counting people that are using EZ-Plant, there's probably thousands of people using EZ-Plant across the United States. But I'm going to do a quick demonstration of the basic operational principles of EZ-Plant software. As you see on my screen, I have an example project. This is a residence, and it's a real project, but I'm using it for demonstration purposes. EZ-Plant software consists of basically three databases. You have a choice of plant schedules. There's a large selection, and all these plant schedules, if you click on them, you can kind of see them to the right. They all have extensions as well, so you can quickly extend your plant schedules by 1, 2, 3, or even 10 lines. You can quickly add links to your plant schedules, and basically you just insert your plant schedule like that. If I wanted to insert one, I would just click open. As you can see, it comes right onto the screen. I have one already there, so I'm not going to accept that. Also, you can insert plant. If you lay your cursor there, you can see insert schedule, insert plant, and insert symbol. Those are our three main databases. Insert plant, basically clicking on it, you can either scroll for a plant, and I should say that the plants are based on the scientific name of the plant, and this is actually what gets labeled on your plan view. You can see them labeled around the plan behind here. As I said, you can either scroll to it if you know what it is, or you can actually type it in. You just highlight that top bar, and I'm going to type in PLAB, which I know is a plant. I'm going to click on this little box there, and as you can see, it scrolls right to it, and that's a Platanus acerfolia bloodgood, which is the scientific name PLAB. And the idea is to actually create your planting plan by listing what these key names are. And if you just hit OK, that plant will automatically be entered in the schedule, as you can see. I've taken the liberty, like I said, I've already entered many plants, and I have plant symbols. The other database is plant symbols. If you click, you can see you have a large selection of plant symbols, and in fact, there's even more than that in another folder. So there's quite a bit of plant symbol selection to choose from. And then you would locate and insert one of these symbols right next to the plant. And the idea is to use our make link command, and when you click on it, it'll ask you at the bottom in the command line to link the key to associate with the symbol. So you want to click that plant, or using this one, you want to click that plant with that symbol. That's all you do is link that plant with the symbol adjacent to it. And for each project, you want to make sure that you only utilize one symbol for each plant per project. Of course, you can utilize them for many projects as long as you want to keep track and utilize one plant symbol per project. Now, this is a project symbols worksheet that we've created that we have in the database, and it helps you jot down the key name right below here. It helps you organize to make sure you only use one plant symbol per project. There are approximately 200 of these types of plants, and you can even get more plants if you'd like to do that. Okay, what I've done here, as I said, I've created a planting plan. This is a residence, and I'm going to do a quick demonstration here. You can see that this plant symbol here is actually this plant symbol here, which is a rhododendron PJM. And if I would copy, once these are linked, the symbols become intelligent when you use your make link command over here. And once they're intelligent, you can actually copy them around and create a planting plan with this. So I'm going to go ahead and copy a few symbols around the project like this. And if you look closely at the command line here, if you hit uplink, there is either a pull-down menu, and you can say update to linked, and you can see that it changed from 12 to 15 because I just added 3 plants there. That's how that works. And it just easily adds the plants around the project. Now, I should also mention at this time that with EZ-Plant, you get a large Excel spreadsheet. The database matches this Excel spreadsheet. And of course, the key names are also, as I said, based on the scientific name at the first column. And what we do is we provide more than 4,000 plants in either metric or imperial. And we also add interesting characteristics about plants like drought resistance, which tells you which plants are drought resistant. And those are all labeled in the native origin columns. And also you can note there's fire resistant plants, and we have native plants listed as well. I like to keep this schedule minimized on my schedule or on my desktop. That way I can use my Excel spreadsheet as a tool to search my plants. One of the things you want to do in your Excel spreadsheet is use the Control F feature, which enables you to search very quickly for a project, for a plant, in a key name. And you can jot down those key names in your project symbols worksheet that I showed you easier. And what you want to do is basically go through that Excel spreadsheet and list your plants that you want to use for your projects. Okay. I've already done a demonstration on the symbol plants, and I also should mention that any information that's in the plant schedule can be easily edited for your project. You can add your own information, you can edit the information, and it makes it very simple to add your own plants. And of course, soon we'll be coming up with a French version of EZ-Plant that you'll also be able to enter plants written in French. One of the great command features of EZ-Plant, I'm going to window in a little closer here, is our ground cover command feature. You can see I've already set up this white spot big leaf periwinkle with this cross hatching, and the plants are sold in each nursery, and this nursery in particular is 50 per flat. And what you want to note is if you create a closed polyline around an area, that polyline can be enclosed using a hatching. And as you can see, I've already labeled the hatch, and once this is linked, you link this plant with this symbol, it becomes intelligent, as I said. One of the important factors to note, though, after it's linked and after they become intelligent, you want to make sure that you place all these hatches and all these symbols that are located within the plant schedule on the EZ Legends layer. It's very important because that way the symbols that are on the planting plan do not get quantified into this planting schedule. You have to remember to do that. It's very important. And if you click on these, you can just see in the layer convention tool that they are already on EZ Legends layer. This one is not. I'm going to go ahead and link this one and show you how that works. I'm going to make link that plant with this symbol. And if you look in the command line, it says entities linked to a new symbol. Now, if you hit uplink, either by the pull down or the commands, you can see that the word error appears in the quantity. Now, that's supposed to happen like that because that's telling you you have to do something. And what you need to do is, as a user, you get to choose what spacing that you want to place that plant ground covering at. And simply just type in whatever spacing that you want for that plant. And in this case, I'm going to put 12 inches. And as I said, you can also get it in metric. Once that reads this bank of minors in 12 inches, you want to hit uplink again. And you'll see that this area has changed to 8. Now what that means is there's, in this area below, there's actually 8 flats in this area needed for this area of 50 per flat, which shows in there. So what I'm going to do is click on this and put that in the EZ Legends layer. And then if I hit uplink again, it actually lessened the amount because it doesn't include that now. Labeling of the EZ-Plant project, just click on the label command and click on the hatching. And the line goes from wherever you click, and you have an option if you look in the command line to either place the text above or below the line or split it on either direction. I've chosen this location, and as you can see, the ground cover area spells out the 6 flats plus 36 plants equals per 50. So the nice thing is if you would change this dimension and go ahead and make it larger, that means the area is larger, therefore you're going to have more plants. Once you do that and click uplink, which is that, you can see both the label and the quantity in the quantity schedule changes, which is a real nice feature. And one other feature that I wanted to mention to you is that if you double click on the flat amount, and if another nursery sold the plants in a different amount, and I'm going to put in 25 per flat and hit OK. Now if you check on this area here, it says 4, and you hit uplink again, you can see that that amount changes. So the nice feature is that this one was the one that changed, this lower one here, because that's the one I changed. Let me change this one as well, and I'm going to go ahead and make that 25, and hit OK, and then hit uplink again. You can see the other one changed. Okay, that makes it real nice. You can change the spacing as well. I'm going to go ahead and change the spacing in this one to 6 inches, and hit OK, and hit uplink again. And you can see that the flats, there are more flats now. And because of there's 50 plants per flat, this says you need 87 flats plus 13 plants. So it actually spells out the amount of plants per flat. This is a great command to use. I'm going to go ahead and erase this label since it's kind of in the way. And I'm going to show the next command, which is actually placing the plants on center. I'm going to go ahead and say offset plants, and I'm going to select this plant here. And if you look in the command line, it says select additional plant symbols or enter when done. I'm going to go ahead and select that one because I want to place those 2 plants along this line in consecutive offset distance. And when you just hit enter when done as it's prompted, and then it says select the start of the center line on center spacing. So I can either select this side or this side. I'm going to select that slice, and then it says specify the distance on center spacing. Mine already says 5. I'm going to select 4 feet, and instantly you have the plants offset in a specific distance. Now to label these, I'm going to demonstrate the labeling here real quick. Label plants. Remember, the label always comes from the first one that you select. You could select just a few of those and enter, and you can see I've selected 7. There's also a nice feature. If you wanted to, you could connect the lines between like that. You could label these from there. And as you can see, it adds them up real quick. It's nice because it only selects the first plants that you choose. There are other features in EZ-Plant that are nice to know. You can actually tailor the plant schedule, as I said at the beginning, and you can actually freeze. We have a command, it's called hide or show columns. If you click that, in the command line below, it says hide H for prompt. I'm going to hit the A, and I'm going to hit R for remarks. I don't want to show the remarks, and as you can see, this one isn't linked, but the other ones disappear. And if you hit enter, you can actually hit S for show, and then R for remarks, and you can bring that information right back. And again, you can get a plant schedule that actually facilitates the width that you would like to show your clients. You don't always want to show your clients your costs at the edge. This is for you. You can print this out in a laser printer. One of the things that EZ-Plant does is it provides unit costs for each plant. As I scroll to the top here of the plant schedule, and you can multiply the quantity times the unit cost, and it gives you a total to the far right. The nice thing is when you're completely done with your project, you can total these columns by using the item total command, which actually multiplies the quantity times unit, and then you can do the total cost by windowing every plant that you want to quantify and just hit enter. And in the command line, you see enter the installation cost or multiplier. It's different and varies around the country. For around my area in Pennsylvania, I might use 2.5. And you can see at the bottom there, it says that my total installation cost is about $2,461. So that gives you a quick idea of how to use the main commands of EZ-Plant. There are some other smaller commands. You can actually attribute edit. Instead of double clicking, you can use the attribute edit. You can change the link if you wanted to use a different plant symbol. You can change that link and enter in a different plant symbol. And we have a set drawing units, which actually shows if you can quickly go into metric in the bottom there, metric or feet. That's how that works. And we have a real good help file. If you ever have any questions about EZ-Plant, you can look into our help file and quickly scroll through there. And I think that's about all I have to mention for this demonstration. That's basically a quick tutorial on how to operate EZ-Plant software. And I will leave it over back to Luke.
Yeah, thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.